Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel, Jalasun Tarot. My name is Kimberly, and super excited for you guys to be here today, trying something a little different. So we're asking the next time they see you, what is going to happen? So I'm leaving it open. This could be someone that you already know, obviously. This could be a first date. This could just be the next time you see someone specific. We're going to see what's going on and what happens. Okay. Now, we do have a different place card for each of the piles to help you choose with a little heart crystal. However, don't be fooled by the places. Go with your gut, go with your instinct, regardless if that is where you're going to be. It's very specific, in other words. So don't worry about the specific place card. Go with what your intuition is attracting you to the most. Okay. I will be doing a different tarot deck for each of the readings, which I already planned out. So if you're curious, we're going to go through the pile selections right now. Okay. So for pile 1, we are using the Cinema place card. And it says Silver Screen Theater Movie Night Film Festival. With your reading, we have the red Jasper heart, mini heart. Okay, so the red Jasper heart with the Cinema Place Oracle for pile number 1. If you're curious about the tarot decks, I don't want to confuse you guys, but if you are curious, they're listed in the description below. Okay, so moving on, pile 2, we have the art exhibition. And it says creative showcase, curated gallery. And we have the Dalmatian Jasper heart for your reading today. So the Dalmatian Jasper heart with art exhibition. For pile 2. For pile 3, we have restaurants. And it says culinary delights, celebratory dining. I was going to say celebrity, but hey, that might fit for some of you. All right, so restaurant place oracle with the amethyst crystal heart for pile 3. Okay, so again, we have the Cinema with the Jasper for pile 1. We have art exhibition with the Dalmatian Jasper for pile 2. And for pile 3, we have the restaurant with the amethyst. All right, guys, feel free to pause if you need a moment. There might be a little bit to choose from. Hi, Mooney. Moon is saying hi, one of my cats. On that note, if you know which pile is yours, I will meet you over there. Bye, guys. Hey, everyone, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the red Jasper, I don't know if it's red, but the Jasper heart and or the Cinema, then you're at the right place. So just to remark on this card again, whether you're at a movie theater or not, I'm also getting the energy of being at the house or your home, watching television or a movie. Some sort of drama could be involved. We'll see. We're going to keep it open, but for some reason you were attracted to this. You might be a movie person. Okay, but we're not going to attach to the Cinema. We're going to see if it does play into your reading in some way. So if you haven't guessed, we are using the Cat Tarot for today's reading, and we're asking what is going to happen the next time they see you. Okay, whether you're at wherever you are, regardless of where you are, what's going to happen? How are they going to be feeling? What is the vibe? Anything that we need to see specifically? Is there going to be some drama? I don't know. Okay. So thank you so much for tuning in today. And we're tapping into the energy of the person you are currently thinking of, Pal One. Thank you, Spirit, as always, for your presence and your guidance and for always just being here for the collective. Thank you so much, Spirit. Okay, let's give it one more good shuffle. So, Spirit, this person that Pal One is thinking about, Spirit, what is going to happen the next time Pal One sees this person? The next time they see Pal One, what's going to happen? The next time they see Pal One, Spirit, what should we expect the next time they see each other? So we have the sun in the reverse. Let's double check that. I'm pretty sure. All right. It fell like this on the ground, guys. Okay. So we're going to take it. What is going to happen, Spirit? Ace of Swords in the reversal. We're going to get all our cards today. I want to make sure we're getting the right messages. The Empress. So we got 2 major arcana. The Sun is our first card, which is Leo energy, card number 19. And we have the Empress, card number 3, which is Earth, Taurus energy. We have the Ace of Swords, which could be any of the, Taurus is Empress. And then we have Air is what I meant. Ace of Swords could be any of the air signs, which could be Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. I'm not sure if I'm going to take note, Death in reverse. Let's see, Spirit. What do we need to see? Ace of Wands. What is going to happen the next time they see you? What is going to happen? We got what is this? The 9 of Pentacles. We got the 4 of Wands. Okay. What is going to happen the next time Pile 1 sees this person? Okay. Gosh, I saw this in my head, guys. 5 of Cups in the reverse. And Judgment. That makes sense. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So, goodness. Look at the Judgment, the cat. How it's like resting cat face, guys. Look at this. This kind of reminds me of Moon, my cat Moon, because she has such a cute resting face that she always looks serious. I'm seeing another cat in the background, and then I'm also seeing the eye, a feather. Okay. So here's what I'm getting right off the gate. I feel like this is going to be, you and this person are going to have a huge spark of attraction toward one another. Or this person is going to look at you and we got the Empress and the Ace of Wands. We're going to start here. So this could be mutual. You could feel this way toward this person, but the energy that I'm getting is they're going to be really nervous when it comes to you. Look at this Empress. Look at the crown on this Empress's head. I was going to say mind, because I noticed the heart. This cat or the Empress is on a pillow, a lap of luxury, and then you got the Ace of Wands right next to it. So I do feel as though this person is going to be passionately driven in your direction. They're going to think you are gorgeous, beautiful. You, like I said, you could feel the same way, but definitely this person is going to look at you with this. Okay. Now, I do feel some nervous energy. We got the sun in the reversal next to the ace of swords. This, again, we're going to the top today. This feels as though someone is going to lack clarity, you know, second guessing themselves. This person might be really, you might be able to notice this if you are completely aware and balanced within yourself. You might notice this, or this could just be the energy between the both of you, to be honest. But I'm getting that feeling of, asking each other questions. This could be a first date. This could definitely be a first date, by the way. Asking each other questions, feeling a little unclear on how to respond. I think you or this person, or both of you, are going to be over cautious with communication, where it could be like pulling teeth. You might find yourself in a lot of quiet, awkward moments. Also getting that, sorry guys, if you don't want to hear that. But like I said, that might, if this is a first date, that might make sense, right? Also getting a lot of, like, someone is trying to pace themselves, okay? Queen of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck energy. Now, this could be you, this could be them, this could be the energy between the both of you, where whether it's a first date or not, I'm Pentacles energy is very slow. It's the slowest in out of the suits, but also this little dish. Do you guys see it? Pets are given this type of dish. Believe it or not, this actually is a thing. I a couple of my good friends, a married couple. They're my best friends actually. I grew up with them, but their dog overeats and eats so fast that they have to give their dog dry food in this type of bowl in order to get the doggy to slow down and pace themselves. So I wouldn't be surprised if some cats, I could see my Moon. I was thinking about getting this for Moon. She rushes when she eats. The point is, though, because this is the visual for the Queen of Pentacles and it is slower moving action, this could be this person or you or both wanting to take this at a very slow pace. Because if there is an immediate spark, immediate passion, and that could be like your initial feeling or thought, this could be this person's like first reaction, like when your first impression is going to be pretty great. It's going to come like a burst of excitement. And that's the judgment call either you or this person or both of you are going to make. Now, if you already know this person, it could still be the same energy where you may not have seen this person in a while. So again, something about pacing, you guys are pacing each other in this encounter is going to be something that you're going to notice. This could also be your energy because, if there is this much passion, that could be the feeling of not wanting to take it to that physical sense. So you're going to slow down and you're going to set boundaries and pace it. So that's one of the things I'm seeing for you guys when you are together, okay? I'm also getting a little bit of, I would even say, there's a little bit of caution with communication, a little bit of some big questions I feel like are being asked, which is probably why the Ace of Swords is coming out in the reversal and it's depicted by a cat getting its claws cut. And the cat looks calm, right? patient, allowing their human to trim their nails. There might not be so much patience. There might be communication that feels biting, or there might be questions that are digging too much, are just not aligned with the current energy. So, for example, we're getting an energy of passion, attraction, wanting to pace this. So, if someone's coming in very fast and asking, like, are you looking for a commitment? Are you looking for a relationship? And this is date one. I think that is kind of where the communication might be a little confusing, or a little lacking clarity. We're getting it with the Four of Wands, right? So, is this the Four of Wands? Yes. Sorry, guys. I had to take a moment. Yeah, it's definitely the Four of Wands. Okay. And that is Union card, right? You see the 1111 in the background. Now, if this is coming to clarify the Ace of Swords in the reversal, there could be a little bit of hesitancy coming from you or coming from this person, where there might be that you're not sure. Is this person someone you want to continue with or not? Even if there is an initial attraction. Also, getting the feeling that someone could really be, because with the Five of Cups in the reversal, this feels as though, you know, someone in this connection, someone in this duo is feeling very confident and in charge and healed. I'm getting the energy that one of you, it's probably you, pile one, but if you're not feeling this energy, it might be the person. That there has been a lot of perhaps trials, tribulations, some heartbreak, some pain, some regrets, that someone is leaving in the past, because with the Empress energy, it's that new confidence. It's that new fresh start that someone wants, but it might be a little confusing again, because we're getting two aces, and one of them, swords, feels like information. And because we're in the reverse, it's that feeling as though something hasn't been decided. We got the Judgment, and that is clarifying the Ace of Wands, which it's very clear that there is attraction, there is passion coming from both sides or one person. But what the confusion is this person the right person? Is this person a good person for you, or vice versa? So that's kind of like what like testing the waters almost. Okay. Now, I don't want to forget about Nine of Pentacles. This feels like independent energy. And I'm getting a couple of messages with the Sun in the reversal, with the Nine of Pentacles. One of them is someone might be the feeling of not happy being alone, ready to commit, ready to start a relationship. Okay. That could be for you, that could be for the person. Also, something that might be making someone a little unsteady, a little unsure, a little stressed, is losing a little bit of their independence, which might feel a little confusing. Do I want to have this union with this person that I'm feeling so passionate over? Or do I want to be single because that's where I feel comfortable? Although I don't think, whoever is feeling this way, or whoever is really independent, okay, it could be both of you guys, to be honest. It's even with this cat, like trying to get to the prey, which is the bird in the cage, and they're ignoring the food. The food bowl is being ignored. They want something even more. So that's the energy I'm getting. Is this the right person, or is there someone better out there? I hate to say that, guys, but and again, you could be thinking this. This could be your thoughts, especially if this is you dating. Attraction is skin deep, right? The attraction I'm feeling for this connection feels on the physical with the tarot. Okay. So take it as it fits, but in order to get the sun upright, it might be that someone is losing their independence a little bit. So this could be where you and this person are taking it to the next stage, and the conversation might be a little bit tough, even though there is a beautiful attraction, and both of you might be very healed. Even with the Queen of Pentacles, it's giving someone that is very solid. Again, to go back to independence, it's someone that is independent, that is sure of themselves, that is going for the bag, but taking their time, wanting something better and ignoring what's in front of them. So it could be something like that too, where both of you or one of you is hesitant because there's not that official 100% guarantee. And one of you might be looking for that. Like, is this my person or not? I want to move on to the oracle and get into the animal oracle. The next time they see you, what happens? What's the energy up from this person's spirit with the messages from animal spirit guides? What is their energy going to be like? Again, that could be a message for some of you, where if you guys have been dating for a while, where this person is a little unsure, someone in this connection is a little unsure. But to go back to the original message that I'm getting is a little bit of awkwardness. If you legit are going to a movie, that could be, where you're able to sit in silence. So that could be where the lack of communication is coming. So you might be sitting next to this person watching a movie or something like that and not communicating. So that could also be where it feels very union, even though there's no conversation. So that could be a message for some of you, but that could be very specific for some of you. Spirit, let's get to our animal message. What do we need to see? What animal is this person coming through as? Shark. Ooh. Trust your instincts to discern the truth of the situation. Again, something about truth and confusion. I'm wondering what type of conversation you guys are going to have. Is it going to be very difficult to discern? And someone could be very sharp with their words. Someone could be really trying to dig and find information out. For those of you that this is a first date, it could feel as though someone is interviewing you. And if that is your energy, be careful with that. No one wants to sit in an interview on a date. That doesn't feel genuine. For those of you that know this person and you're coming into a conversation with this person, I do feel like it's going to be a little tough. It's going to create a little confusion. It might not be a happy conversation is the point. It's going to, I feel like what's going to come out of the conversation, for those of you that resonated, that message resonates, is a little bit of more truth, a little bit of less confusion, but you have to get through that conversation. It sounds like whatever this conversation is. All right. We also have Groose, which feels like, and I still haven't looked it up. Express yourself through rhythm and movement by drumming and dancing. I'm getting nervous energy. Someone could really be difficult to sit still. If there is someone that is not kind of in their own way, maybe in their own head, you might see yourself or this person shaking their foot, tapping, playing with something unnecessarily. And that is an indicator of nervous energy, guys. So if it's not you and you're noticing this person in that energy, keep in mind that it's because this person is feeling a little nervous. You know, they're going for the bird in the cage, but they're used to being alone. You know, so it could be something like that. Like this is something that's out of their comfort zone, but they're going to go for it because they feel very attracted to you. And of course, we got the unicorn. Indulge your creative, imaginative, and magical side through some form of artistic expression. We're getting expression twice with the Ace of Swords. So I feel like things are going to be worked out. Also getting the energy with the unicorn that this person could think of you as very special, very unique, very one of a kind, you know, with the Empress and the Ace of Wands that guarantee there is an attraction that this person has. And again, this could create a little bit of awkwardness. Oh, look at the panda, guys. Create a sacred space for yourself in your home and or place of work. So if this person or you are in that type of energy when you guys encounter each other, the next time you see each other, that could be something that they are trying to get to create for themselves, the presence of mind, but they could be having a really hard time, guys. Especially, you know, for those people that are really in their ego, you know, it's some people don't understand meditation. They don't even know who Eckhart Tolle is or being present. You know, Eckhart Tolle, amongst many other, you know, I would even say spiritual guru. You know, like any of those spiritual gurus, they're just not part of that realm. So I don't know where this person falls. You may know, but if this is someone new, you know, they might just be nervous. It could be simply that. You might make them nervous. Pile one. And to the point where they're considering giving up their independence. Adventure. Okay, so we are getting into our time travelers just to see the vibe, the frequency of the next time you see this person. Oh my God, vitality. Ironically, coming up in the reverse, but I don't take Oracle in the reverse. This is the Sun, guys. Card number 44. So, even though the Sun is in the reverse, it doesn't matter. The Sun is the most beautiful card in the deck, even in the reversal. It implies that there is some sort of feeling, even if this person or you are not currently feeling it when you guys see each other because of nerves or whatever it may be. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist between the both of you. And I think with vitality kind of popping up, it means that there's potential for this could be really bright. This could be very beautiful. If this is the person that you are going to be in a connection with. Okay, let's get one more. What's the vibe, Spirit? Freedom. Ooh. 1963, I Have a Dream speech, Martin Luther King Jr. And then it's card number 16, which could represent the tower in a major arcana. And that could be the feeling where, to go back to the communication. So again, I'm getting a few connections for a lot of you. So be flexible. I'm getting a few connections. Some of you, this is going to be a first date. And this feels like nerves. But there is a mutual attraction. And both of you are going to have a really good impression on one another. At least this person is going to have an impression on you if you don't think it's going to be you. Some of you, though, know this person. And there is a conversation that is going to be a little difficult. It might be a little challenging. And it could be about the next stage in the development of your connection. Even like the cinema, I could imagine this happening in someone's home as you're Netflix and chilling or whatever, playing video games or just hanging out. That could be where the conversation is. So again, it could look like very differently for some of you, but it's still the same thing. A little bit of confusion about some sort of connection or stage or union. Okay. So, but I do like the time travelers that came out, freedom and vitality. It feels really good. The sun energy does feel free and beautiful and glorious. Okay. Now, of course, the sun could scorch you if you get too close, right? It could be too hot. And if you are putting someone on a pedestal, it could bring out the jitters. It could bring out your self consciousness. So that could be a problem that someone is having the next time you see this person. All right, let's get your advice. Spirit, what is our advice for Pal 1 when it comes to this encounter? When they see this person, what advice going into this do they need to see? What do they need to see? Ooh. So we got no exclamation. That's interesting. I don't know what that means for you guys. Let's see what else. Inner child healing. Someone is healing. The 5 of Cups in the reversal. That could be part of the conversation. For some of you, I mean, this could be, someone that you have ended things with. This could be for a couple of you. And even though there is still a mutual attraction, it is a no. But not for all of you. So, Spirit, why is this no here? What do we need? What's the advice, Spirit? Why is this no here? Power and intention. So for me, that feels like outcome. Intention could be, what your intention is for this next, the next time you see this person, Pal 1, like what is your intention? What is the purpose? And anything that kind of detracts you, maybe it's important to stay on course. Let's get one more. Hi, Mooney. Mooney's back. Hey, Mama. Mooney is my cat. Okay. Do the work. Power and intention. Okay. Inner child healing. Spirit is coming through to say it's going to be very important for you to be in a frequency and an energy that you feel good about. Because if you are kind of being in that, not for everyone, so please don't be offended, but I'm just getting the messages that are coming through for the advice, guys. Some of you might be going into this next encounter with this person and you might not be in the best energy for yourself. You could be self-conscious. You could be feeling really bad about yourself in the current energy. I don't look good enough. I'm not good enough. Like that type of frequency. So I think a lot of what is coming through is make sure that you set the intention to be in a good frequency, regardless of what type of conversation or what type of energy that you're worried about. Because if it is a first date, don't get in your own way, type of energy. If this person's nervous, take it as a compliment. All right, expect miracles. I do feel as though, with the judgment, I do feel like the right outcome is going to happen. I do feel like both of you are going to be satisfied. And there is going to be that resolution, whatever, by the end of your encounter with this person, because we're getting like that back to the attraction you guys, I believe, are going to see eye to eye. And I am getting someone that, a conversation, something about pacing and time management. Okay. So that being said, I hope this made sense, guys. I hope your next encounter with this person goes well and you're happy. And let me know what happens. I'm so curious. I love you guys so much. Hopefully, I'll see you again. Bye. Hey, everyone, and welcome to your reading today. If you chose the Dalmatian Jasper Heart and or this art exhibition Place Oracle, then you're at the right reading. So just to remind you, it says Creative Showcase and Curated Gallery. Regardless if you are specifically in a situation like this with this person, art exhibition could mean a lot. It could mean the beauty of something, the attraction between the both of you. Also implies like viewing art in different ways. You could be walking through nature and looking at stuff. So we're not gonna, be glued to the art exhibition, but let's see if that ties in any way into your reading, guys. But you picked this pile for a reason, so welcome. We're asking the next time they see you, this person you are thinking about, what's going to happen? What could we expect? Feelings, emotions, any drama, anything. We're going to keep it open, guys. So the next time they see you, thank you so much, Spirit, for coming through with the collective energy as always. Love you so much for tuning in to this person on your mind pile too. Okay, guys, so we're using the Muse Tarot deck, which I thought was fitting because the Muse, with art exhibition, I don't know, feels like a perfect match. So let's see what comes through. What happened? What's going to happen the next time you see this person? The next time they see you? What could we expect, Spirit? The Lovers. Okay. So this is card number 6. It's our first major arcana, Gemini energy, which is an air sign. The next time they see you. Queen of Materials. We have the Queen of Pentacles, which is the Queen of Materials. Not sure if this is Nine of Voices. We're going to take it upright. It's kind of fell like this, and I usually take sideway cards upright. So Nine of Voices, that's Swords. And then we have the Awakening. Card number 20. Another major arcana, which is Judgment. It's Libra energy. Also air. We're getting 3 major air cards. So you or this person could have a Gemini, Aquarius, Libra somewhere in your chart, but not for everyone. Someone could be an earth sign as well. Queen of Pentacles could be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. We have the Nine of Materials. This is one of the coolest. This is such a dope card. Nine of Materials, Nine of Pentacles, so earth, air. Spirit, what's this person on pile 2's mind? What is going to happen? 6 of Voices just popped up, which is the 6 of Swords coming through with the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. We have the Tower. This is getting interesting. Now, the Tower is coming through for the 9 of Voices. And this is Scorpio energy, which is a water sign. Getting a little bit of water with this Tower. And the 4 of Inspiration, which is Wands, guys. Okay. Bottom of the deck energy in the reversal is Seven of Materials. This is interesting, guys, because now in some cases the lovers could represent a twin flame energy, but take that as it fits. Again, I've been mentioning twins a lot lately on the channel for the past few readings. And again, it could be in the collective energy, but don't force it to fit if it doesn't. And again, if it triggers you, this word, my apologies. Either way, the lovers is coming through with the Four of Wands. So now, even if this is not some type of twin connection, there seems to be someone in this situation making a judgment call, okay, about what they want, what type of union they want, what type of relationship. That could be you. You could really be considering options or in the midst of making a choice in one way or the other. So gosh, where do I want to start? Let's start over here. So we have the lovers and the Nine of Pentacles. The first message I'm getting is someone making a choice of whether or not they want to be independent. Nine of Materials is independent energy, guys. It's solo. And it's someone that is good on their own, that is thriving being on their own, single for the most part. Again, just that feeling of freedom. So with the lovers coming through, you or this person could be making a decision to take this to the next step or not. I'm curious what that's going to look like because we do have the Six of Voices. Now, because it's coming through with the Queen of Materials, I'm getting more so that you're the one that's going to make the deciding factor. And one of the things that you're thinking about is pursuing this person or walking away. There may have been some struggles. I'm getting a little bit of, because when the Six of Voices comes through, guys, which is the energy of someone leaving a situation that's not good for them behind. Hi. Oh, that's Cloud Stripes just saying hi. Hi, baby. One of my cats. And now he wants to have a conversation. But to go back to your reading, guys, Queen of Materials is looking pretty strong. And it's coming through with the Nine of Materials. Someone that is secure, stable, consistent. So I think above all, it might be more so on you. And you might think or see the next time you see this person that you might make that decision of walking away. So here's the thing though, because it's coming up with the Tower and the Nine of Voices. This is something you may have thought about for a while. It could have been permeating into your thoughts, your mind. Should you continue with this person, or is this the moment where things are ending? And hang on one second, guys. Let me get Cloud. All right, sorry guys. He's under the desk and he's being a little frisky as the horn. So I don't want to get detoured. To go back to this feels as though you or this person or both of you, it could be mutual, but I'm getting more so it's on one person. I'm getting more so it might be you, whether you're male or female. So during this time where you and this person see each other, you could feel yourself overthinking, overanalyzing, and really maybe even being a little hesitant, you or this person, on having that conversation about moving forward or ending things. Because with the Tower, it feels like it's going to be a big shakeup. It could also be surprising. It could come in very quick. This might be unexpected because a decision is being made here, guys. And then we have the Judgment and Four of Inspiration. So it's that full circle. What decision is going to be made? It feels more so that one person is going to want to move in a different direction. It doesn't seem that there was any foundation laid in this connection, or things may not have picked up off the ground. There could be some conflict. We got the Five of Voices. And with the Seven of Materials in the reverse, it feels like there's no foundation. Things may have been a struggle. It could have been very challenging, you and this person. So when you do see this person, I feel like that's when the decision is going to be made. It might come when you're face to face. I want to get, before we move on, what do we want to see, Spirit? The Tower. Let's just get a little bit more of the Tower with the Six of Swords, because it feels pretty clear to me, guys. But I want to make sure there's nothing more that needs to be said. Six of Materials. Okay. Someone may have not been giving as much into this connection as the other. I think one of you, and I'm getting more so that it might be you, pile 2, is making that decision. And it could be a big deal for you to end things with this person, especially when it comes, now this could to energy, but it could also mean literal materials. It could actually be finance, where you guys might be at a mismatch right now in some way. We are getting a lot of pentacles, but that could be a specific message for a few of you. Eight, eight of materials. Wow, that, she looks like an octopus, all those arms. There's a lot of moving plates, a lot of things to take care of, a lot of work that's been given to this connection I'm getting. And it might not be producing the effects that one may want. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Okay, I think you're waking up. You are this person. Someone is. To the fact that someone may not have been putting in effort, may not have been putting in equal reciprocation in some way. It could have left someone feeling very challenged. I think when you guys see each other, I think it might be, gosh. And sorry if this is triggering, guys, but it might be the last time you see this person, because someone seems to be making that decision that this is something to walk away from. There is going to be a judgment call. And I think a lot of that has to do with union. You know, even though Four of Wands is the card of union, that doesn't necessarily mean union with another person. That could simply mean union with self, like making the decision for yourself. Now we have the Four of Cups in the reversal at the bottom of the deck. And, you know, even if there is emotions attached, I feel like this, and maybe that's why the Tower is here. It's gonna feel like a big deal. Now, interestingly enough, I'm going back to the art exhibition. Someone that is solo in deep thought, perhaps, even though they're looking at art, it could be something that you might find yourself in a reflective mood or mode about this connection, on whether or not you are going to continue or leave it behind. I want to move to the messages from the animal spirit guide. I want to see, what animal spirit is this person going to show up in? Or any messages that we need to see? Because no matter what, though, pile 2, I am getting a strong feeling that if you are the person that is making this decision to leave this person behind and have that conversation the next time you see this person, you're going to be good. You're coming through as the Queen of Pentacles upright and the Nine of Pentacles upright. That is someone that is, they're good, guys. They're confident. They're assured on their own. They have everything in order, and they don't need this. So if that is you, then good for you if this is something you know you should walk away from. regardless of whatever label you put upon this, twin flame or not, the current energy might not be the right time for you. So that being said, let's see. Spirit, what do we need to see? Humpback whale. This is a musical card. It says music is essential to your healing and well-being, whether singing, playing an instrument, or listening. The feeling of healing is coming through. And for a lot of you that chose this, guys, this might be where you're headed, where you might be leaving this energy behind. Or if that is not what you want, it might be this person that is considering walking away in some way. Either way, this person and you could be dealing with it in different ways. Music could mean something for some of you. Also water, just because humpback whale. To go back to energy, we did get a lot of air. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Gemini and Libra specifically with the major arcana. We got a lot of pentacles. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. And we're getting a little bit of water. Okay? And a little bit of fire with the wands, which getting more so Aries energy with the Four of Wands. So let's get one more. Spirit, the next time they see each other, the person on pile two's mind, what is going to happen? What do we need to see? Tiger. You're being called upon to provide leadership, so trust you're capable of doing so. This feels like someone making a decision and leading the course of how it unfolds. So let me know if this resonates, guys. If this is something that you might be having that conversation, are you going to take it to the next step? Or is this where we're going to leave things? You might be putting down an ultimatum for some of you. And you might be telling this person, or vice versa, take energy as it fits. But you might be telling this person, I'd rather be single than get breadcrumbs. I'd rather be single than not be prioritizing this connection. So good for you if you're setting boundaries, especially if there's been a lot of challenges. Because with the Four of Cups, that could also imply that at one point, someone may not really have been matching your frequency. Wolverine, you're a lot tougher than you think you are, pile two. Don't forget that. All right. We got the time traveler. I don't know why I said that. The time traveler's oracle. And then we're going to head into some angel guide messages for you. Okay. I hope you're doing okay. To be honest, guys, I'm getting more of you are in that energy of just feeling strength. I feel strength coursing through you in some way or another in preparation for this. Now, the next time you see this person, my intention is face to face. But for some of you, it could be a little tough, especially if this is a conversation about where this is headed. Okay? So where is this headed, guys? Let's see if there's anything else Spirit could tell us the next time you see this person or the next time they see you. What's going to happen? Now, again, if you work with this person, this could be them knowing that you're walking away. You're pulling back your energy, or vice versa. So seeing each other might just be in passing for some of you, as opposed to actually making a time and place to meet up to have a conversation. So this could really just be the energy between the both of you. For those of you that might work with this person or might see this person regularly. But let's see. What's the energy, Spirit? The next time they see you, what's going to happen? What do we need to see? Let's get two. Breakthrough. Card number 5. The moon landing. So there might be some sort of resolution, that usually feels like the case when I see the awakening or judgment, card number 20. The feeling of something coming, something being resolved in some way, or someone making a clear, or having a clear perspective on things. And it could be in the form of a breakthrough. So that makes sense. This could feel very important. Like what you're coming to terms with, especially if you're in a reflective mode. Okay, guys? So let's see what else we have. Chaos, oh God, and magic. That's interesting. Card number 6, guys, you cannot make this up. Lovers, chaos, the decision, and it also feels like the tower moment, like the explosion of this volcano is looking like this is going to be a breakdown of some kind between the both of you. And it could be one of you is experiencing a shakeup in how you're thinking about this connection. And that could be what the tower is. The tower doesn't have to be something tangible or specific. It could just be, something like a habit or a belief or a frequency between what's going on between the both of you. That might be breaking down. Something may have erupted this. Something may have created this tower moment as well. Sometimes when someone is ignoring things, divine intervention, the divine spirit is going to step in. So that could be something that's beyond your control, this tower moment. Whether you found something out, whether you're just sick of how things are going, whether the challenges are getting to be too much. Either way, this chaos, a decision is being made. And here's the thing, magic, 26. This feels like a cup. And we got the 4 of inspiration as well. Something about, when you see this person and this decision and judgment is going to be in fruition, it's going to feel good. It's going to come, you're going to feel good about it. How to, and there might be space for a new beginning elsewhere. Whether it's with this person or not, look at that knight in the shadows, kind of in the background. So whether it's back with this person, especially if there is some sort of important spiritual connection between the both of you, or if it's just you moving on in a different direction and having that feeling that anything could happen, especially if you leave yourself open to new opportunities or new energies. Okay? So that's kind of what I'm getting. It's going to feel where whatever these thoughts, whatever the ego, you or this person are, both of you guys with the 9 of Swords, like that does feel heavy thoughts, big time in your ego. And it could be really hard when you have something big or major going on in your life, especially if this is romantically linked, whether you're with this person in a solid connection or not. Walking away from energy that is hard, that might be hard to do, could be a big shakeup in your world. Okay, but keep in mind, it's gonna be magic, and breakthroughs are being created out of this tower moment. So again, don't fear change, or I would even say chaos, like when things kind of fall apart. That is kind of done on purpose to create space for something new to be built. Okay, so let's see. Spirit, what do we need to see? Cloudy, what are you doing? Cloud's on the dresser. Cloud Strife, my cat, is on the dresser. Um, playing with my jewelry. Okay. Either way, let's see what your messages are, guys. Spirit, thank you so much for coming through. And even though I'm feeling a lot of strength and leadership and like that energy we got of Queen of Pentacles, again, whether you're male or female, it's the energy, guys. The energy of someone that's secure and stable and knows their worth and knows like what they deserve and what they could provide and what they could bring into this. So if you don't think this person could do to return or reciprocate, I think you're at a point now where you just know it's not the right person, at least not right now. And guess what? You're okay with it. I feel like you're accepting it because that's literally when magic happens, guys. Okay. So Spirit, what is some advice? Clear, cancel, and release. Oh goodness. That reminds me of like cancel culture. Not that you're canceling this person, but Spirit might be saying if this is creating a lot of thoughts that don't feel good, the breakthrough is going to come. You're going to know what to do. And a part of it is clearing that energy, releasing those thoughts, creating more peace as opposed to sitting in chaos. And even when you see this person, even if it might bring on those triggers to your nervous system, then, you might find more coping strategies, or you might already know how to self regulate when you get triggered, especially by this person. So just remember, I think Spirit is reminding me, learning experience. This could feel like a learning experience. You've learned a lot. You've gotten through a lot of breakthroughs. Or this person, but again, I'm feeling more so it's on your end. You're the one that's making this decision. You're the one that is, regardless of how you feel, coming more into union with self and realizing that if this person is not falling into your frequency, it's so obvious, right? And it doesn't feel good, especially if you are at a higher frequency, guys. Like you want someone that can match that. So this could be just a learning experience that you're reflecting on. And then we're going to end the advice portion with the no exclamation. So guys, listen, I'm not sure what it's going to look like when you see this person. Oh my God. I'm not sure what it's going to look like when you see this person, whether it's in passing, whether this is in the 5D and this is just energetically you're going to see this person. For some of you understand what I mean by that. Or if this is in the physical world on a meetup or a date just to have a conversation. Either way, someone is cutting the cord and it looks like it's going to be you. We got cut the cord, and I feel like there's just too many reminders from Spirit that this is something you might already know. Okay, now if this is causing a visceral reaction, like, no, this is not what's going to happen, no one's walking away, you probably clicked off a long time. Those people clicked off a long time ago. But I think those of you that resonated stayed because you might understand that this is not easy for you. You might really have emotions. You might really know how important this person might be to you. For some of you, not everyone. For some of you, this could be a karmic. And this is someone that you are never going to be with ever. And you are just learning those lessons. But those of you where this person might come back around, again, right at this time, the current energy, you got to cut the cord, it looks like, guys. And I know that could be really hard, but I feel as though with your energy, the strength, and if you could get through these thoughts, especially if they're in a loop, you will survive this, guys. It will be okay. You're going to be able to clear out the energy and, above all, be present. Go to the museum, look at art, do something to get your energy out of this, especially for those of you that are still in their ego about this, meaning you can't stop thinking about it and it's causing a lot of pain. Again, you do have to go through those emotions. You do have to go through it and transcend it. So don't, fake it. I would never recommend pushing those emotions down. But eventually, I think Spirit is just reminding you that coming back to your soul, back to your source, meditation could really help. I'm telling you guys, meditation is the key. And even just this lone person looking at art, that could simply be what attracted you to this. The imagery of someone just on their own, maybe in deep reflecting, or maybe meditating and not really thinking about anything. So that being said, I hope this made sense. I hope you guys learned something or it helped in some way with this person or this energy. And I wish you the best the next time you see this person, whether it's energetically or in person, face to face, and this happens, or this someone's walking away, whatever specifically this means for you. I wish you the best and I love you guys so much. Let me know in the comments what's going on if you can, and hopefully I'll see you again. Bye, guys. Hey, everyone, and welcome to your reading today. If you chose this amethyst heart and or the restaurant place card or place oracle, then you're at the right place, pile 3. So it says, just to remind you, it says culinary delights, celebratory dining, restaurant. Now, not to say that you're going on a date specifically where there's food or drinks, coffee, cocktails, but for some of you, maybe, okay, but it could also represent, you at home in the kitchen or someone's kitchen or food is involved. It could mean a lot, but we're not going to stay attached to the card. But for some reason, you could like to cook, and that's why you chose restaurant, for example. So we'll leave it open for spirit because I want to make sure that, we're tuning in more so to the frequency of what is actually going to happen, not where. So, spirit, this person on your mind. This person on your mind. What's going to happen? The next time they see you, what is going to happen? What's going to happen? Thank you so much, Spirit, for coming through for the collective energy. As always, thank you so much. I love this deck. Okay. The Awaken deck is the choice for your reading today. And let's see what needs to be said. I'm going to shuffle it. I don't know, for some reason, I want to shuffle a lot for you guys. So there must be a reason. All right, Spirit. Okay, here we go. The person on your mind, on pile 3's mind. What is going to happen, Spirit, the next time? What is going to happen when they see pile 3, Spirit? What is the next time they see each other? It's like so many cards want to jump out. All right, so we have the King of Swords coming through as our first card. King of Swords is air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Feeling some Gemini energy with the King of Swords. Oh my goodness, we have the Queen of Pentacles coming through. This came in the same position as pile 2, but I could already tell this is going to be quite a different energy. So what's going to happen the next time they see you? What do we need to see? Death? This is our first major arcana, card number 13, Scorpio energy, which is a water. Don't be scared of death, guys. 7 of Cups. Gosh, this peeked out when I was shuffling. 7 of Cups in the reversal. Next to death. Okay. What is going to happen, Spirit? What do we need to see? We have the Magician, which is our second major arcana, card number 1. Virgo energy coming through, which is Earth. 8 of Wands. Gosh, this peeked out too. You guys are going to be communicating a lot the next time you see each other. That's too many, guys. Spirit, what else is going on? What is going to happen? We got the Moon energy in the reversal. And the Lovers. Goodness. Oh, I might have to cover that up. What are we going to use? Let's use for the Lovers. I don't know. I'm feeling obsidian right now. My obsidian pyramid. Guys, the Lovers. Card number 6. Gemini energy. To go back to the King of Swords. Bottom of the deck, the Chariot in reverse, which is so interesting. Was it in reverse? I don't know. Yes. Maybe. Maybe not. 3 of Swords. Okay, that makes sense. Why the Chariot's in reverse. Okay. So, guys, I am getting a message that the next time you see this person, there's going to be strong communication. Both of you are going to be at a healthy place, whether you're male or female, or your person is male, female, or same sex. Energy is energy. I feel like someone is going to be trying to be more logical in the conversation, really push the conversation forward. Both of you are going to have that, be very talkative, very communicative, okay? And I think a lot of what you're going to be talking about is past energy, which is interesting because in the current energy, you two both feel healed, matured. We got the Queen of Pentacles that feels very earthy, very grounded. And also the way this Queen is looking at the Pentacle feels very reminiscent. You two could be talking about memories, hashing things out, difficulties, and also good, bad, ugly things that may or may not have occurred between the both of you. If you guys did, oh my God, Cloud, go. Bye, baby. Okay, sorry guys, that was my cat Cloud, eating paper, so I had to stop him. All right, so 3 of Swords. Some of you could have had or received some sort of ending with this person. For some of you, it could have been a breakup. For some of you, it could have just been disappointments, things that just never grounded itself into the 3D in some way. And gosh, again, I'm getting twin energy. This could be a twin. You could have messages in pile 2. Okay. And the feeling that I'm getting though with this energy, this current energy between you and this person, is that both of you are more so in a healed capacity where you're able to meet, you're able to communicate, and things are balanced. I do feel like this person is going to be very eager. They're going to be really directing their attention and focus on you 100%. When you two are face to face, you might be more in the reminiscent or nervous energy, but I do feel as though it's going to feel as though, gosh, there may be a little bit of resistance I'm getting from your part or from someone's part, but it could be your energy. I don't know why, because I'm getting, just the way the downward trajectory of these wands For some reason in this energy, it's just feeling as though a little bit of resistance. But typically, Eight of Wands is forward movement. So this could be the feeling of the Queen of Pentacles trying to pace themselves. So I'm getting more so if you're the Queen of Pentacles, whether you're male or female, you might be pacing this energy because it's coming in very strongly and very mutual. It feels very aligned. What could be putting to rest is past energy I'm getting. It feels as though something is coming to an end, or there's going to be some sort of change between the both of you in this next time you see this person. Like the feeling that whatever fear or anxiety or stress may have resonated or permeated, whether it was this person or just was the energy between the both of you, or something that was keeping this from coming to a good place. I do feel like things are evolving. Both of you or one of you could be coming to terms with how one another feels. That could be part of the communication where keeping things secret no longer needs to happen. So a big change between the both of you could be where you're able to share how you feel and no one's running away. Okay. I do also see with the Seven of Cups in the reversal that, if there was options in the past or other external parties interfering, I feel as though things are feeling more aligned, like I said earlier, where it's not feeling overwhelming. It's feeling as though both of you are making that decision that you might both feel as though you are the best choice. King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles could be the power couple. The couple that walks into the room and doesn't necessarily, show PDA or public display or lovey dovey, but it's just the energy between them feels powerful where people might pick up on that. That there is love, there is passion, but we're going to be we're going to be more responsible with how we present it to the world. I don't know why that message had to come out, because I do feel as though the King of Swords could be very in their logic, very intelligent King of Swords, and could make very sound decisions, could be very communicative as well, and the main goal could be trying to get to some sort of clarity. And I think with the Magician coming, that clarity is coming through profoundly. So I'm wondering, are you guys going to make that decision to start again, to have a fresh start, to change the sequence of where the next event is going to lead this connection, especially if the sequence of events before this weren't great, that could be for some of you. I'm let's see, I'm wondering why the Seven of Cups and the Lovers. Like, I feel as though the decision is to choose each other, but I want to make sure. Right, what could you tell me about the Seven of Cups? Four of Cups, which is funny because it's that feeling as though, even though the decision may have been made, that someone may still be not grasping the opportunity. And that could have been old energy. Let's get one more. But it might be the current energy for some of you. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, I feel as though a decision is being made of whether or not a fresh start is going to happen between the both of you. Because at one point, this opportunity was denied. It could have been rejection. It could have been where one or both parties walked away or sabotaged in some way. But when you next see this person, it's going to feel a lot stronger and a lot more aligned. So someone is coming around. Why is the moon in reverse, Spirit? Page of Cups. That's exactly the feeling I was getting, where emotions are now going to be spoken out loud in a conversation that feels mutual and respectful and calm. Like, it's not going to be overwhelming or aggressive. It's going to be very aligned. However it is that you and this person are going to actually have that conversation about how you feel about one another, because this is a page of cups, is very sweet emotions, could be very crush. It could also represent beginning. And if you and this person never really started this could be the beginning of something, guys. All right, let's get Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, guys, that might represent, and then we got the Three of Swords. Ooh, coming through again. Six of Wands. That could represent leaving behind independence, especially if you guys are doing this all over again. Now, for some of you, this could be like past energy where you or this person are moving past a breakup that has nothing to do with one another. So that could be a message for some of you. But for others, this could represent, really recognizing what it felt to be disconnected from each other and having that mutual conversation about it. And also letting go of the idea of staying single. I think the conversation that's going to be had, let's get one more just in case. I think the conversation that's going to be had when you see this person is what's next? I don't know. It could be you're establishing some sort of relationship. It might be spoken out loud. What do we need to see, Spirit, with the Magician and the Eight of Wands? What is happening? The World. And gosh, is something else coming through? Six of Pentacles, guys. This feels very mutual. This feels as though you and this person are coming toward each other in a very equal, balanced way. An equal give and take, an equal participation, where once there may not have been. I also am getting with the World, which is card number 21, Leo energy. It could be the ending of one cycle and a start of a new beginning. And then we got the Magician. So it does feel as though you and this person are starting again, but with a different frequency, in a different trajectory, and a different intention for both of you. It feels really good, guys. I feel like the next time you see this person, things are going to move in a very positive way. And I feel as though what's being left behind is something that may have once not worked for the both of you. Whether it was this person or on you, where this didn't really get to a positive or good place in whatever capacity, that is changing. That is changing, guys. The cup is going to be grasped. I want to see what messages from animal spirit guides. What animal spirit? What animal is this person coming through as the next time they see you? Or what message do we need to see? Anything we need to see, Spirit, with the animal deck. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Cheetah. Get clear on your intentions. Stay focused and move quickly to achieve your goal. Guys, that feels like the Eight of Wands and the Magician, that both of you are feeling toward one another, that both of your intentions are aligned. Like you guys both want the same thing. That feels really good. Now, the unicorn, this could be the energy between the both of you. You might feel that this person is special, and this person could also feel the same about you. The unicorn is very unique, stands out, it's very magical, has a lot of magical properties of healing and also of strength. Indulge your creative, imaginative, and magical side through some form of artistic expression. You guys might do something really fun. One or both of you might be an artist or very expressive in some way. We did get the King of Swords, which is someone that could be very good with their words. Very good with their words. Gosh, that's such a turn on to me when someone is uses big words or is good with their words. I don't know. Maybe because I love reading and writing, and that's just my thing. So that could be your thing or this person's thing, but either way, it's coming through strongly. So we also got the goose, duck, duck, goose. I don't know. That came out randomly. Uh, the games are over. You got the goose. The goose got you, if that makes sense. Take time to rest and recuperate rather than continuing your striving. I feel like the energy between the both of you when you see each other is going to be very easy and very calm and peaceful. And like I said, like there's going to be a mutual respect between the both of you where it's not going to feel stressful. It's not going to feel strained. And it's going to feel healed. It's giving some healing vibes as well. All right, I want to see. Ooh, time travelers. Spirit, what do we need to see with the time travelers? What else do we need to see? I almost dropped all the cards. I'm trying to shuffle on my lap, guys. All right, what do we need to see? Spirit, the next time they see pile 3. Next time they see pile 3, what's going to happen? What's the energy? What's the frequency? Any messages we need to see? Any other detail? Thank you so much, Spirit. Always coming through. Playfulness. Oh my goodness. That's kind of cool to have playfulness with the King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, because both energies could be very calm and, you know, almost hard to read in some cases. But there's going to be a little bit of a playful vibe. I'm getting a little bit of flirtation, especially we got the Page of Cups too. So there could be some flirty vibes. You know, the King of Swords, when they flirt, they might, I'm getting a person that could make really good eye contact. They might say something that makes you blush. They may show you it with their words in some way that they like you. You know, like you're going to know it, and it's going to feel a little playful, even coming from a King of Swords. And again, you might feel you're more so the King of Swords. So take that as it fits. Woodstock, New York, card number 31. Oh my gosh, guys, you're kidding me. Yeah. The Taj Mahal, India, love, card number 25. I have not received this card in a reading in months. Okay. It's been a while. It's been a minute. Some of you might be from India, but if not, most of you might not be. That might be specific. But if not, look at the imagery, look at the coloring, and just the idea of love. There's going to be a mutual frequency, emotion, passion. Guys, if this is your twin flame and you guys are both at that stage where you are aligned and in union with one another, dude, this is where the magic happens. And I'm happy for you. It's going to feel really great. Bass Vistas. Ooh, it's feeling spiritual. This is giving spiritual vibes. Nomads, steeps or steps. Cloud. Sorry, guys, that's twice now. It's been happening throughout the whole readings. For this topic, that Cloud has been a little naughty. Sorry, guys, I love him, but he could be a lot sometimes. All right, so Nomad, steeps or steppes of Mongolia. Card number 43, vast vistas. And you could see the deer in the sky. It feels like a spirit guide or spirit animal. The frequency of someone just in that spiritual maturity. So that could be the energy, guys. Wow, I can't believe you got the love card. This reading, there's a lot of indicators that the next time you see this person, you and this person are gonna be ready for one another, especially if there's been separation or breakup or heartbreak between the both of you. Even if you weren't ever in a relationship, so much could have happened. But I feel as though the next time you see this person, whatever that looks like, wherever you are, even if you are at a restaurant or where you guys are just mutually sharing a good conversation, and I feel as though you both are going to be rehashing the past, like, remember when this happened? Like, why did that happen? You might laugh about it. It might be funny. I don't know. It's just feeling really good and very balanced. Okay? All right, let's get your advice, dude. Dude. Learning experience is popping out. Oh my God. Blessings and abundance wants to come out. Guys, thank you, Spirit. Blessings and abundance. This is happening, guys. Sooner rather than later. Forgiveness and understanding. And that could be the frequency you're already in, where you're not holding on to resentment or pain or anger or frustration over the past. That could be where the death card is coming, where you and this person are letting go of any of those emotions that may have kept you from union in some way. And I think forgiveness and understanding goes both ways, but this could be spirit saying like the blessings and abundance always comes when you're in this energy. Inner child healing. That's beautiful. You could be working on things, or you could already have gone through a lot of inner child healing. I think it's going to depend on the person, on you guys, where you're at in this journey. Because the next time you see them, for some of you, this could be months from now. This could be tomorrow. But whenever you see this person, it's going to be the right time, is the message. It's going to be the perfect time, the divine time. So I'm not sure exactly when that's going to happen, but I feel like as though this really is going to depend on the connection. And when you're able to get to a frequency of understanding and you feel the soul frequency. Okay? Bottom of the deck, signs and reminders, guys. That could be an indicator too of when this comes closer to you. Okay, there could be signs, more reminders. You could be dreaming about this person. I'm getting butterflies. I also noticed the butterfly over the King of Swords, and then I forgot to mention it. But I'm noticing it through this. So again, that's a sign. You could be getting those messages and a feather. These are just what I'm looking at. But for you, it could be anything. You could even ask Spirit for signs. Trust the universe coming through after that. Guys, I love this energy. I am so happy for you. Wherever you are in this journey, when you get to that frequency, you're going to know it's time. And you and this person are going to be very aligned. There's going to be a mutual connection spiritually. I'm also getting emotionally. I'm getting passionately, intellectually. I'm getting it all, guys. If this is what I think it is, it's gonna be one of a kind. There's nothing that could take its place. So that being said, wow. I love you. I hope this made sense. Please let me know if this is aligned. Don't force it to fit if it doesn't, guys. If we're talking about someone that is not meant for you, and this is not the energy you feel when you're with this person, this is not that person. We're talking about someone that you might really, this is your divine counterpart. Okay? All right, guys. I love you. Thank you so much. And hopefully I'll see you again. Bye.